When you think of America, what do you think of? Do you think of the people and the different cultures? Do you think of the city life? Or the laid-back rural life?
I think of the land of opportunity, freedom, a place where all people can come.
Let me tell you about my America. I was born and raised in the Bronx. The Bronx isn't as bad as it's sold out to be. Everyone there knows each other, and if you don't know someone, the chances are your family and your friends do. The violence is high. I've heard a total of 5 people get shot in my lifetime. I wasn't outside or anything when it happened. All you hear from your bedroom window is a group of people arguing one moment and bullets flying the next. Then what good comes out of the Bronx? Family, community, people that care about each other. Through the tragedies that happen, the Bronx taught me that you shouldn't find something to blame whenever things went wrong. The Bronx taught me not to judge people for the choices they make or the things that they go through. Through thick and thin, people could easily blame their environment, just like my family. All I would hear is, "This wouldn't be happening if we didn't live in the Bronx." But in reality, it would have. Because I learned that things are rough all over, and the conditions of where you're from is what you make of it. I have a lot of family in the Bronx. Sometimes it's hard to be away from them. I have to take a bus and a train to see them if I'm not driven. I have 2 cousins, my aunt, and my grandmother. My grandpa doesn't live with them, but he is around every week. Some of my family I'm nowhere near related to, but I consider them all aunts and uncles. That's what being Dominican does to you. Family friends become your family, and you care about them as much as anyone else. Although that is said, my father hasn't been around for much at all. Even when they were together, my mother was the breadwinner. My father had a job, but somehow he always ran out of money. He was never there for my family, and he was never there for my mother. And that taught me how to be independent. I learned to handle anything I can on my own. It's always nice to have someone there for you, but in the end, the most important person I need is myself, and I should always put myself first. I should keep my head up high, just like my mother has always done. My mother is an asset to my life. She's one of the people that knows how to listen to me, but my mother's character is something I admire the most. No matter what obstacle she comes across, she always seems to overcome it. Those obstacles are her illnesses. My mother has been ill for years, battling pain, surgery, and therapy to make herself better again. I know she will never be completely healthy, but our strength will keep her going. Even with that said, my mother has always made me her first priority. She's always very forgiving and accepting, especially with all of my imperfections. My grades do not have to be perfect. I don't have to get into Ivy League school. I never took any classes I didn't want and was never sent to summer camp. Part of me thinks that's just because I'm only child, and I don't have any expectations to live up to. But I know for a fact that my mother loves me for who I am. I left the Bronx in 6th grade to move in with my mom and stepdad in New Jersey. I immediately noticed that everything was different. Where was the life? Everyone in New Jersey is confined. Nobody interacts with one another. You can reach out to someone on social media but not give them a glance in person. It's almost as if nobody stops to smell the roses. Where I come from, if you walk past someone you know without greeting them, it was considered disrespectful. It's harder to get around. I'm used to having buses stop at every corner. Nothing is as hard to get to as the Dominican Republic. Every year my family mentions sending me on a trip or all of us traveling together, but every year something happens and we never get to go. In the Dominican Republic, I have great aunts and uncles. My grandmother is one of the oldest of 9. I have only been there once. The memories are very vague, but the connection is still strong. I speak to my family all the time, but it's nearly impossible to be with them in person. When I say be with, I don't mean visit. I mean actually be with your family. Spend every holiday together. Get to see each other every weekend. That's something I don't have in my America. My entire family. What would have happened if my family never came to America in the first place? Would I even be here? The fact that I have to question it demonstrates that America is a country with a substantial influence on people. I go to one of the most prestigious schools in my state. And if America is such an amazing place, why are we trying so hard to shut people out of it? People migrate to America to fulfill their dreams and live the American dream, full of ambition and success and talent. Everyone in America has a different story, and I'm glad I got to share mine. My America has freedom and your choice to do whatever you want with yourself. America has allowed me to explore myself and do things I wouldn't otherwise been able to do in the Dominican Republic. My America is a safe haven. It's a place where you can be yourself without being judged. You can learn and grow and experience new things with others around you. You can meet other people from different races, different cultures, and explore the world together. My American voice is ambition. My American voice is acceptance. My American voice is memories and evolution and learning. I will always be thankful for my mother coming to America. I am blessed with happiness, knowledge, success, and ambition. Thank you, and the end.